Okay, it's March 5th, and we're at Coffee Creek Condominiums, and this is Spanaway Lake. And if you look all the way across the lake, that is the boathouse, Spanaway Park. So we're right across the lake from the boathouse at Spanaway Park, where Coffee Creek comes into Spanaway Lake. And this is David.
Hello again. 4 eagles right there.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they're probably eating dead fish.
Yes, they are.
Because there's plenty of dead fish. So, David's first video of the dead fish, he's the one that discovered the dead fish, and that was on January 24th. So it's been over a month that this has been going on, and this is, his collection of dead fish. And of course, he hasn't been collecting every day, or you'd probably have the whole dock covered.
This is about the last 5 days right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people have came and took some sample bags, and this is what I the remainder, but this is what I got today.
That's just today.
From our boat launch to the clubhouse is about 30 feet.
That's right there.
That's just from here to there, and this is about 10 minutes. I think I got 20 of them this morning, but I had to fight off the birds because there's a lot of birds in here that come in and get the easy pickings.
Yeah, that's a lot of dead fish.
Yeah.
So you have spoken with WDFW, which is Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, correct?
Yes, they've been out a couple of times.
And what did they, or tell me how that went and what they had to say.
Well, they just came out for more of an observation. He, I don't believe, took any fish for samples. I was still netting fish on. I had my boots on and was in and out of the water, and I caught, I believe, 16 fish in front of them while they were here standing, walking around, looking at stuff. And in fact, there's 2 fish dead right there, just came up. And one of them said that it's the Department of Ecology's problem. And I bit my lip, didn't say anything, and just thought, well, this is a fish kill-off right here. Why wouldn't you act like it's more of a concern and take responsibility? But nothing's happened. Nobody's contacted me to come out and take any samples, except for the volunteers that are trying to find out what's going on.
Yeah, we do have volunteers working on this, and last week I was across the lake at Spanaway Park, and there was a WDFW enforcement officer over there, and I talked to her, and she basically said, not my department. I said, well, why don't you ask these guys that are coming in off the water how many dead fish you've seen out there? Because I talked to 2 fishermen that just came off the water. One said he saw 10 dead fish. The other one said he saw 30. And then I saw you talk to a couple guys over there at the park too, didn't you?
Yeah, that was Valentine's Day. I stopped in to have lunch, hoping I'd run into somebody coming in off the boat. I did right when they were coming in, and they said they seen anywhere from 80 to 100. They weren't really looking for fish, but that's what just caught their eye. And some of them were still floating belly up and kind of spinning in circles, so they're dying right in front of you. I've walked by the clubhouse here, nothing, no dead fish. Walked out onto the dock, came back, 2 dead fish right there, so they're dying as we speak. I might be able to get this one right here.
Yeah, there's one floating right out there right now. Oh, there's 2.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see.
That one.
Yep, there's 2.
And they weren't there when we started this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how quick it happens.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So one of them looks like a trout, and one looks like a little yellow perch.
Yeah, so you have found large and
Largemouth bass. Yep, largemouth bass. See, this one's still alive. He's still twitching, but he's floating.
yeah, but he was just floating. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'll put him back in there.
Yeah.
I hate getting them when I think they're still alive, but I know they're
He
not
looked.
gonna.
Yeah, he looked dead.
floating, but
Yeah.
I just
He
hate
can.
giving them their last, taking them out of water. If I could, I would try to revive them, but I know it's no good.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna help.
Yeah.
So I'll add those to the daily catch. So that'll be 23 today. So it's going on every day. And now the birds are dying. Found many cormorants. There's a bald eagle gonna land in that tree. right
Yeah.
There he goes.
Yeah. I caught him on camera. Oh yeah, there's 3 more out there. Yeah, the eagles are out.
Yeah, easy pickings. All the birds are out, but I have to scare them off because they're my competition to collect the samples, and they're so full. They're just grabbing them and putting them wherever, on the table, on my boat top. The fish are everywhere. They're grabbing them out of instinct, but so full they can't eat them.
Yeah. Yeah. So how long have you lived here at Coffee Creek?
This May will be 23 years.
And you're a fisherman.
Yeah, I am.
So tell me about the silt.
Well, we have clam beds out here, and you can't even see the clam shells that the ducks or the birds have opened and eaten. Normally you can see hundreds of them out here. The silt, I've never seen it like this before, and it's just continuing because I've got out here with my boots and walked around and kind of stirred it up, but I leave like a trail wherever I walk, and the next day or 2 days it's full of silt. You can't even see where I walk. Let's go around the corner and I'll get a sample of this silt for you. Is that okay?
Yep.
Let's do that real quick. We'll walk up here and see how many we can spot from the clubhouse. It's kind of windy. Oh, one.
Oh.
Come here, you little guy. There's one right down there. The birds haven't got to yet. See, you can see some clams out there where the ducks have paddled the silt away here in the sun.
I don't know if the camera picks it up.
Oh yeah, it will. I think so. But all the white little things out there are the freshwater clams. But the only reason you can see those is because the ducks been out there eating fish, clams. But they're all, I think, suffocating. I caught some of them and they didn't close up, so I think they're dead. There's one here.
Oh yeah.
And look at this, there's a live one right there. See him? See him right there? Well, I have the polarized glasses, and he's probably so lethargic that he probably won't even swim away. There he is. Normally bass.
Yeah, you're not going to catch them with a
No,
net.
no,
Yeah,
not.
typically, yeah.
Walk up with a shadow. They're usually going.
There's another dead fish.
This
Right there.
looks like he's got as much of
Look at
red
him.
and blood and something definitely wrong with him. Look at that. But this is the mouth of the lake. The creek comes in here, and this is where most of the sediment and silt is settling in here.
Yeah, so this is Coffee Creek. And so if you were looking from where we're standing right now, right on the other side of those buildings is Spanaway Loop Road. And then on the other side of that is the Good Neighbor Village.
This is not normal for largemouth to have this blood-looking stuff along their fins.
Oh yeah.
And he's got stuff. So that's
All
not
right.
normal. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you what the silt looks like out here.
Yeah, we're gonna check out the silt. And like he said, he's been here for 23 years and never saw silt like this.
Nothing like this.
Yeah, you can see it. I think you can see the shadow in the water. Good grief, it's just muck. Yeah.
And it's rust looking. It's
Got a lot of iron
orange,
in it.
yeah. And it's almost consistency of clay, but it just, normally you can see the rocks and the weeds starting to grow. It's suffocating the weeds and probably all the food, the microorganisms for the fish. And just, it's sad.
You know, that was a comment I got last weekend talking to those two fishermen, is they said, you know, there's no vegetation.
Yeah,
They
right.
expected to see vegetation. There's no vegetation, so there's something going on here. But the silt, I think we know where that came from, because there was a lot of work done across the road without
Barriers.
Yeah, without the proper silt fencing. There's videos of it on our YouTube channel. We videoed the whole thing.
So the lily pads are a really hardy plant. They're hard to kill. I mean, you can't kill them. They come back every year. And there's a couple coming up normally. The sun and water warming up. If you have red glasses, you can see the different colors in the water, which is,
I can see a little bit, yeah, that it gets darker.
yeah, about 20 feet in from where the geese are.
Yep.
Normally you can see the bottom right here.
Really?
I mean, we're only out, what is that, 20 feet from the shore. Usually you can see aquatic vegetation, stuff people have dropped off their boats, bricks, just...
And you can't see the bottom. Yeah, you really can't see the bottom. Yeah, because I noticed that at the park, that I can see the bottom. You know, I can see through the water over there. I can see the bottom, but we saw a lot of dead fish over there too. You can walk right on the dock of Spanaway Park and see the dead fish for yourself. There was plenty. It's crazy.
What I've been observing is the creek is flowing pretty rapidly this time of year with the rain, so the sediment doesn't have time to settle in the creek until it gets out here to the calmer lake, and then it just starts settling all out in here. The creek's nothing like this here. I mean, there is where it's settling on the side, but not down the main channel.
Well, thanks for taking the time to do the video, and sadly we'll probably end up doing another one because I don't think this is the end of the dead fish.
Well, I didn't have to travel very far.